Absol with a smart little jazz rap joint with Do Better, and Goz unknowingly treats us to an Alga Street Anthem Crew by Goldlink. Tom was very happy to see that track come.
He was stoked.
I got a sore neck after that. That was the best track, man. That's way better than Teskey Brothers, that's for sure.
You can play Teskey Brothers. They
gave the green light.
Now
I did. I'm
dumb.
I just trying to be funny.
Life after footy, man.
Yeah.
Finishes, pull yourself out of a hole. You're like, I've become a better person, but what the fuck do I do? And then you make a decision. Oh no, what happened straight after?
Oh, just absolute shit. Like just free fall post footy, didn't set myself up. The classic thing that you do that I thought, it still happens. You go into commercial real estate as a footballer. Like, you know what? Footballer, commercial real estate, that just gels. I'm doing that. So I did that. Was working in Bayswater, which is a suburb out here in Melbourne, which is so far away from Melbourne. It's like an hour. Like I was in and out every day. Just the worst.
Selling shop fronts or leasing them.
Just
what
like
do you do?
Selling,
industrial
leasing,
property.
like just shop fronts, warehouses. I was like, I hated footy. I hate this more. Like this is the worst. So I did that, and then you get in a dark hole, and then you kind of try and pull yourself out. And one of the ropes to pull myself out of the dark hole at the time was like, this Big Brother thing could be something. At the time, it was purely like just try something different.
Yeah, I'm losing my mind here trying to get someone to lease this empty Chinese shop.
This is a mundane life. Like again, with the Carlton thing where I said, let's be uncomfortable. It did feel like what's the most random thing that runs completely opposite to leasing shop fronts, going reality TV.
What did you Inner Sanctum say when you said, hey, I'm thinking about going to Big Brother?
So it was an awkward time because I started posting social videos while I was doing the commercial real estate stuff.
Yeah.
So when I was playing football, as I said before, I knew I'm not on this planet to play football, but I'm on the planet to entertain.
Yep.
So I started making these social videos that had nothing to do with football, what we do now, but I made these videos and they were going really well. And I was like, okay, well, maybe this could be something that, has a career, or at the time I didn't know you could monetize.
And you really enjoyed doing it?
Really enjoyed just entertaining.
Yeah.
So for a long time, my wife now was like, well, you have to do something in this space somewhere. And the classic example, and I didn't even think at the time, but she was like, well, you know that Ryan Fitzgerald guy who played for the Crows? He went on Big Brother, initially the first ever Big Brother.
Fitzy.
And he was a footy player.
Him, yeah.
And so to me, I'm like, well, that just makes sense. Maybe I could be like a new Fitzy. So it was one of those ones, let's just throw shit at the wall and see what happens. So I applied, I get on and just take the piss out of it the whole time. But at the time, COVID hits. So I'm in this house with all these strangers and we have no idea what's going on in the outside world at all.
Because that was the thing. When you would come out, you would get shown like, hey, here's a bunch of news.
Yeah, that. And then also when you come out, how I wanted to monetize the social videos I was doing. It was like, normally if you do social reality TV, it's like the next progression, if you go well, is like brand deal, maybe another TV show. But this was the opposite. It was like, oh, well, I've just spent 40 days in this house. There's none of that. So the game plan of trying to put myself out there even more to a bigger audience, evolving from the social media videos, going on national television, that's now gone. Like everyone is locked up. And when you said you check the news, like I remember leaving the Big Brother house being like, what a wild experience. That's crazy. Can't wait to see how it unfolds. And turning on TV and being like, what the fuck is going on here? I was
like borderline Armageddon, like World War Z.
Yeah, a month behind everyone else, like had no idea what was going on.
People had been locked down in their houses. You'd been at Big Brother. Dream World. Is it Dream World? Still
also locked down in a house, but like
differently.
Willingly.
So when you leave the house, it's very much like you're in a lockdown security vibe. Like you're not allowed. No one really tells you what's going on. It's more of a, you'll figure out what's happening out there in the world. And they said this time, it's like, hey, before we leave this house and put you in a car to the hotel, just want to give you a heads up, like this thing called COVID has come. When we drive back to the hotel, it's going to be different. I was like, so what the fuck are you talking about? Anyway, we get through Manly and Friday night, nothing is open.
The streets are completely barren.
Completely dead. No one's walking around. Get to my hotel room, literally chuck on the news, get my phone back from him because you don't have your phone for 42 hours.
You're telling me you go on Big Brother for 42 hours And you don't speak to your mum,
No.
your dad, your sister, your brother. You don't
No.
see current affairs. You're just with bloody
Cheryl from Perth
Cheryl.
and Ian who likes bugs.
Yeah, really?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
So you roll out and know whatever, like get your phone, put it on charge, have a shower, look after myself another way because it's been 42 days, and then check the news, and I'm like, what the fuck is this? Like Italy, Egypt, China, Australia, full lockdown, people are dying. I was like, this isn't real. Like this is not happening.
They handed you a mask and you're like, what's this for?
Yeah, I was like, no, absolutely not. I'm good, thank you.
Get me back to the bloody poolside with Ian and Cheryl.
Yeah, listen, I want to hear about the praying mantis. That sounds kind of cool right now. And on top of that, then, because we were all in lockdown, the Big Brother thing got amplified. So, like, everyone's watching TV. Like, everyone's got nothing to do. You can't go anywhere. Like, we all went through it. So the Big Brother thing, I don't know if it played a part into what we're doing today with like Dan Does Footy and the footy media stuff, but I have no doubt it pushed the brand, if I'm a brand, higher because of the COVID situation.
It raised the floor.
Yeah.
You had a higher spot to jump off.
Yeah. Yeah. So I would never do it again, the Big Brother thing, but I'm thankful for the leverage, I guess, that it did provide us.
Was there any things in the Big Brother house that like just ran completely weird? Like, is there anything you can give us there that's like, mate, you wouldn't believe it?
Yeah.
This, other than they take your phone off you and break complete outside communication.
Take your phone. I mean, the weird.
It's like did you have an understanding of the concept?
Mate,
Have you seen it before?
Do you know what? I don't really know. I remember there's a dude comes
completely different to Australian Idol.
coming over the microphone like, all right, Big Brother, you got to go, do this. And I remember actually when I was young, Fitzy was even maybe the host, but they used to do like Friday night something.
The games.
And it was like sumo suit paintball, and it was just funny as. And I remember that, but I don't actually know the mechanism. Like, how do you win? What's the thing?
It was voted on by Australia.
Oh, okay, so there's no elimination. Everyone just stays in.
Throughout, you do tasks, and if you win a task, you get to put up like 3 people. If you lose a task, you're obviously up for elimination. That's like the culling process of the show. And then when you get to the final 3 that I got to, then Australia votes. And as soon as I got there, I was like, there's no chance I'm winning this, like, at all.
Like the social,
like,
it's not going to
this isn't a storyline, like, absolutely not.
Well, you're that, like we spoke about before, you're probably already perceived as like, oh man, he's had an easy run up. Like, he played for Carlton for this year. He's lucky. He's already lucky. Like, fuck him. I'm going with Ian.
Yeah. That was the thing. Like, another guy, Chad, who won, had the narrative of like rough upbringing. His dad unfortunately passed away. And my storyline was like, privileged footy player who has the world at his feet and just takes the piss out of life. And now that we've unpacked, before the episode, it's like, okay, well, that wasn't the case
That's
at all.
not the case at all. No. But it's an easy sell. It's an easy narrative.
100%. So, well, I guess the one thing that did shock me when I was in there, and I should have known, but you are just filmed 24/7 and there are people behind the wall. So when you go and shower and like you just get naked, people run in the walls and set up their cameras. So when I was in the shower, it's like some guys like, just getting the camera ready to zoom in on your cock like the whole time. Wow. And when you shit, sure enough, shuffle in there. All right, this guy's taking a huge bog. Like that really took a while to adjust to.
I can imagine, bro.
Really weird. So that's the only shocking thing, really.
This is a bit of a maybe a selfish question. When you like go into the diary room to chat to Big Brother, do they have like a different voice on before, and they're just like, oh, quick 2 seconds, we're going to ask you this, and it's a bit of a setup, or is it like your only contact is with this generated voice?
Yeah, they had 4 different voices. So, and they all had different personalities by the end of it, because you go fucking crazy. Like you just do. You no phone, you got no stimulation. You literally have to have conversations with people, which, like, again, I'm okay with, but it's very out of my comfort zone to be like, oh, hey, you're from Perth. I'm from, like, we're totally from different walks of life.
Yeah. You like the bugs.
Yeah, this guy loves ladybug. He kept moths under his bed, actually. That was a bit weird. But
moths?
Yeah, moths.
Oh, moths.
He collected moths around the house and be like, oh, yeah, I've got 400 moths under my bed. I was like, Ian, you're starting to scare me. But Big Brother was 4 different voices. And, like, eventually I was trying to get him to crack. So just going in there and just, like, didn't have anything to say. I'm all good. I'm stuck in this crazy house. Ian's collecting fucking bugs. But you try to crack him.
Yeah.
And that was, like, my entertainment to be like, I know this guy will laugh if I say something. And sure enough, he'd be like, this is Big Brother. Say something. He'd be like... That was my daily routine of just trying to, like, I need to make something out of the experience. But then there was some times where the producer was like, hey, like, you can't just walk around naked anymore. I was like, okay, well, that makes sense. It's like, yeah, Marilyn's had enough of you. She's like 67, retired lady. She doesn't want to see your cock anymore. I was like, fair enough then.
Man, so you come out, the world's going through this crazy reset, this Armageddon that we won't get into because I'm sure Tom and I have some strong opinions about it. And then you start posting videos again. Yeah. But people are at home. People are now like glued to their phones even more.
Crazy. Like it was just
like instant for you.
Instant. Like it was just, again, everything that I feel like I've gone through. There's the content, the plan behind what we do has to be there, but the start of it was just sheer right place, right time. Like people on their screens, on their phones. So they just wanted more and more content, and we were leaning into stuff that I thought was a bit edgy and different to what was out there before. So again, just the whole scene of social media to me is just crazy how like we're here now, what I'm doing, like the fact that people tune in and watch videos and watch our YouTube and listen to the podcast, and like it's just wild to me. Wild.
Well, we obviously new to the game and sort of embarking on a similar journey. Love our music, wanted to do a radio show style thing without really any understanding of
completely none.
How it all works, what the thing is, but it's really the new TV.
Yep.
Right. So I think of you pretty much as like a comedian that I'd watch on TV when I was a kid, or a football presenter or whatever it is that you want to do. Like if you do that on your phone now, that's what it is. That's who you are. And we have put reels out, and some of them go well and some of them don't. But mate, some of the ones that go well, like 1 million people see it, and it's watched for 380 days of people's eyes on the screen. And you're looking at the insights going, man, there's a year's worth of just one person sitting here and watching. Like that reach is just, it's unfathomable.
It's ridiculous, man.
You must have some seriously crazy numbers.
It's crazy. Like it's just, and I say to everyone asks, like, what would you recommend for people to do? Mine's like literally like just throw shit at the wall. Like don't be scared to, even if you know it's going to be a shit reel, just put it out there. It takes one video for everything to change.
Yeah, it might just have that certain style of delivery and humor that just makes it so funny and not shit. Yeah,
that some people are going to find it. You find a niche pocket of people. The algorithms are all crazy. I don't understand how they work, but like different stuff gets spit out to the world. Like just keep throwing shit at the wall. And some of the stuff that like we do now, like our reach is just, when you look at the numbers, like that can't be real. Like it doesn't feel like that's real, especially when you're so disconnected in a way where like I'm literally here and you're all out there. Like the reach how many phones that has to reach is just so dumb. And I love what we do now with the footy stuff, but there's some days where I'll get ready for work and go in the office. I'm like, this is so silly. Like this is,
it's a make-believe job.
I talk about football and make stupid green screen videos. Like it's just like, it's just wild. So I'm so lucky.
Do not sell yourself short. Like you're extremely good.
You're very good and funny.
Well, yeah, well, we try to be different. I mean, at the time now, at a point where post-football, I was like, you guys in the media, Seven, Fox Footy, you don't give jobs to people like me. 26 game shit kicker, can't really talk that well, doesn't really know his direction in life. You're not giving me a job. As much as I love football, that's not going to happen. So we just had to make it ourselves. And now there's just so many other independent podcasts, social media companies, football creators that are doing the same thing, that are taking on these big companies. And I fucking love it. Love that they're taking them down.
Mate, I echo that. And I saw something on social media the other day, and it was like a positive post where it was like, here's, 100 people. And it was a photo of 100 people in a crowd, and it was heaps of people. And it was sort of saying like, you got 100 likes on your photo. Well done. Here's 1,000 people. And there's like massive, big crew of people at the Botanical Gardens. Like you could hardly see them all. Here's 5,000 people. It was like a mosh pit. It was a giant festival. Mate, 60,000 followers. What do you read? Like 350,000 people. Like that is so many more people than you can fathom. Your reel hits 30 million. Like that's more than every single person in Australia. Right. The actual reach and the like scale of what's capable of on social media and on these platforms just like exceeds what was capable on television. It absolutely blows my mind.
It's crazy. I truly believe that network TV, and I always, because they're in our competition, like your Fox Footies and their programs, like On the Couch, Bounce, which I love. Bounce is a great show. Big fan of that one. Post football Sundays. It's great. It's great that they get right into it instead of, you know, hearing the song. It's good that, you know, they won't be able to compete with the stuff on social media. Like, they're two different worlds. And for us, the goal and the aim is that maybe in hopefully this world that they bring social content creators, new creators who are evolving in our space right now into their networks and try and maybe revamp what they're doing.
Do you think it would, sorry to interrupt, do you think it'll exist in a way that it's like bang, on you pop instead of bounce and here's Dan does footy, or do you think it's like bang, big QR code will pop up and you'll just scan and then pop onto a live stream on your phone?
Yeah, I think in the next 5-10 it'll be streaming, like very much like the podcast here, like people choose to tune into you guys. Like, it'll be much like their schedule as well, so they will tune into Dan Does Footy when they're ready, instead of having a 7:30 Dan Does Footy's on. You know, I think that's how we're going in people's lifestyles. I can only hope.
Yeah, that's
yeah. So, like, you know, say you're done watching the football. Okay, well, I'm done watching the football. Where can I get my football fix? Well, I'm not going to wait to 7:30 on a Wednesday to listen to 360. You know, I'll plug in what's Dan Does Footy talking about? Well, I'll go stream that as well. And that's probably where YouTube's at the moment for us, is that, yes, you can watch around a football and you can put Fox Footy on and watch, you know, one of those shows, or you could be like, no, well, when I'm ready, when I've done with my lifestyle, finished work, put the kids down, whatever it is, finished, I'll go to YouTube and watch Dan and get my football fix. So,
mate, well, I think you're doing a fantastic job of it.
Thank you. Yeah, we're trying. We're trying.
You're doing great. And I want to pass you this orc, so we'll just keep talking about funny content forever. Right. So here you go, bro. Take us away.